Okay guys, it's Carrie again. I wanted to give you an update because I had some really fun comments that I wasn't really expecting. And when I originally made my first video, I thought, I really didn't know why I was doing it other than being really excited and wanting to share my experience. So anyway, thought I would do a follow-up for you guys. Mrs. P, shout out to you, homie. Love you long time. And just a little intro here. If you're a little sensitive to curse words, I might throw in a little F-bomb, maybe a little rated PG-13 here. So if you're sensitive to that, I might suggest that you move along. Anyway. So a lot has happened since my first video. Originally, if you haven't seen the original video, I'll put a link to it down in the description. But I had a really cool mystical experience doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. And I had something that was like I was having involuntary movements. They were very gentle. First day, maybe not so gentle. It was kind of more like contortionist moves. But I was having this extreme neck and back pain. I've had it for over 6 years. And around March 1st, I decided to go all in with Dr. Joe's meditations. So I won't get too much into that, but I've been doing them now for 28 days. And my initial experience was pretty incredible. And I wanted to give you guys this update because a lot of stuff has happened since then. So let me get you up to date. So the involuntary movements have continued. They even happen when I'm not meditating. So sometimes if I'm just standing or if I'm going for a walk or anything like that, my head will start moving. Swaying, like I'm at a concert, Elton John, do a little sway action. But I haven't been kind of led or guided to do the full on like headstands and the original like neck bend that was going like this that I originally had experienced. But the involuntary movements have continued. I've also I feel as if my psychic instincts have been heightened, and I've actually been kind of playing a game when I do my meditations, because I've been continuing those for the last 28 days in the morning and the evening. I've been doing the Changing Your Beliefs and Perceptions meditations. Just recently added in an abundance meditation, which has been really cool, that I purchased on Dr. Joe's website. And I've been doing that one in the morning and also in the evening occasionally as well. So let me start with what's been going on. Since my first video, you'll notice I'm in kind of a different environment here. I've completely left my home and I've decided to separate from my husband. And that just happened maybe, since my last video a couple weeks ago. Something stronger than myself was guiding me to make these choices. I can say that with 100% certainty. I think there's been I've been in denial for a few years that the relationship that I was in was not really a healthy relationship, even though it's fine and I could stay in that relationship for probably the next 10, 15 years or the rest of my life and, not be happy in that relationship. But after the throat opening and doing these back bends, certainly feel the throat has opened a lot. And I'm sorry hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to try and remember to speak up because, again, Miss P mentioned that she was having a hard time hearing me over her chocolate biscuit, which was super cute. And thank you guys for all the amazing comments. That was really exciting to see, and the warm kind of welcome that everyone had. I wasn't sure how it would be received, and I really didn't know if anybody would watch the video, so it was exciting to see. Anyway, left the husband. I'm living in a basement suite at my friend's. So we've officially separated. Still kind of up in the air as to what this separation is going to lead to, but I feel like whatever comes of it, it'll be for the best. I have no doubt in my mind that something more powerful than me. It has been guiding me through this whole process, because this is not something that I would have done maybe even 2 months ago. Okay. I was very comfortable in that relationship. It felt stable and secure. It provided me with a beautiful home, that I love dearly, a husband that, does love me, and a husband that I do love. However, I won't get into all the, details of it, but I think both of us have been carrying a lot of burdens over the years, and it's kind of slipped into this unhealthy codependent relationship, which I didn't even see really until recently. And again, when I was packing my bags and moving in with my friend, something way more powerful was guiding me, was putting one foot in front of the other. I was still crying. I was still really upset, but I felt this surge. I felt that this surge of energy just reassuring me that this was the right thing to do. And I just have to trust and have faith. So I've been really focusing on myself, on getting back to loving myself. I kind of lost myself in that relationship, trying to please another person and trying to make them happy, and kind of forgot about my own happiness and my own hopes and dreams and wishes and things like that. And as you can see, I put my vision board in the scene this time, because I had mentioned starting I think 2 years ago, I've been wanting to attract more freedom in my life. Freedom, flexibility, sovereignty. I want to be my own authority. I just wanted to do my own thing, do something that I really enjoy, that I'm passionate about. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to take good care of my body. I really wanted to focus on me, and I started doing that within the last couple of months, really just focusing on nurturing and caring for my body and my health. And I was working on a new business, an online business where I'm selling inspirational posters, which I'm really excited about, which I just launched that website this week. It's been a little nerve-wracking. And I think I mentioned in my last video that I also just abruptly quit my job. So everything that I knew to be safe and secure is completely stripped away. To say that I feel uncertain and fear at times, yeah, that's an understatement. That I've just completely cut everything that I thought that was my life. It's literally like I've stepped into a completely new reality. And I do believe that Dr. Joe Dispenza's work has kind of catapulted me into this new phase of my life. It was a long time coming, but I was in denial, fear, just kept doing that 9-to-5 rat race, even though it felt soul-sucking, and, didn't, every day was just oh, do I really have to do this? I think a lot of people feel that way, and they have a desire to do something that they feel really passionate about, and why not want more for yourself? And so these meditations, I think, have really helped me, get to that point where I feel like these things are possible. I've already seen it. I've already seen the visions in my meditations. I've seen, I've done the movies, the mind movies that Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about. So back to the body movements, I did some research into it, and the involuntary movements, I believe, are something called Kundalini Kriya movements. And it's usually, what that means is it usually is involved with a Kundalini, not quite an awakening, but there's a kind of Kundalini has been, stirred up within, initiated, I guess you could say. So the Kundalini energy has been initiated, but it's not quite a full awakening. Like when you hear about those people having that, wow, holy crapola, Kundalini moment where the energy just goes from the root chakra or the first center all the way up to the brain, and it's just like fireworks. It's not quite that. From what I understand, it's just energy that wants to be expressed through the body and that's trying to get released through the body. Since I've been doing these meditations, my neck and my chronic headaches have almost completely subsided. I've had a few little instances with them, but I can tell that most of that was energetic. It was either this burden on my shoulders, that this is like something I've had for 6 years, where I've had chronic neck pain. I couldn't even sit like this for 10 minutes without the neck, getting triggered. And once the neck got triggered, it would shoot up to the head, and then I'd be laid out for a week with migraines, and that has not happened. I also will mention I would get migraines before my cycle. We can talk about this, right? And that hasn't happened either. I did have one little neck issue because I cooked for like 2 hours and I was looking down, and that is something that can trigger it. But it went away. It wasn't like the snowball effect that normally happens. And I just feel like, holy shit, what's going to happen in a year? Is all this pain going to be gone? It'd be freaking awesome. So it's all really, really exciting. I wanted to share one other thing. I didn't want this to be too long of a video. I just wanted to give you guys a little update and keep you in the loop, because you were so nice to, again, comment and subscribe. That wasn't something that I had expected at all. But I wanted to mention a lot of this stepping into this new reality has been just completely blind faith, taking that leap of faith, not knowing what the outcome will bring, even though, but I'm trying now just to trust, just to really trust and believe that now I'm finally in alignment with my higher self and source and all this awesome shit, and trusting. So, saying that, I'm currently not employed. I left my husband. So now here I am, where today was a rough day, and I have to say, I had a bit of a day today where I was like going right back into those fearful thoughts, those self-limiting beliefs, where, fear of the unknown, because the reality is, when you have $23 in your bank account and April 1st comes around and bills are going to start coming through, and you're like, shit, am I just delusional? Freaking cuckoo for Cocoa Pops? Or, is this manifestation that brought on through this work, Joe Dispenza, and trusting and having faith, are these things going to come to fruition? So I wanted to mention to you guys, during my meditations lately, I felt guided to start asking questions to source, give me a sign, and I could go on about the synchronicities. Holy shit, the synchronicities have been incredible. Maybe in another video we'll talk about the different synchronicities that I've been having. But today, I was feeling really down in the dumps, fear coming up, really fearful about what's to come, and with the $23 in the bank account. And during my meditation, I keep asking, are all my financial needs going to be met? And during my meditation, my head, I can make my head go into a neutral position, and then I just kind of release and surrender into it, and my head will nod yes, or no. And I truly believe that this is source moving through me. Whether that's something that resonates with you or not, 100% source. Because I've asked a lot of questions that maybe I wanted the answer to be the other, way around. There's some things that I really didn't want to be no's or wanted to be yeses and things like that. So I've been asking source for a sign today, especially. I said, please give me a sign, if all my financial needs are going to be met by the end of March, because these bills are coming due, and there's that, trying to force things to happen, but it was like, help me trust was the overall theme. Would you mind showing me a sign if all my financial needs are going to be met? They're not huge right now. They're pretty minimal. So today, I went and checked one of my bank accounts that I don't normally check. It's kind of a side account that I don't really use that much. And an unexpected deposit was in my account of $100. And that may not seem like a lot of money, but to me, that was like, holy shit, that's the sign. That's, that's the sign. That's the sign from Spirit that everything's going to be okay. And just so happens that today, March 28th, just as that deposit hit my account, 3 payments came out of my account today. 3 small payments. They were like $10 each. They were bill payments for like Netflix and, my Microsoft account. And there was another like $10, which I can't remember now what it was. But those 3 items came out of that account. And if that deposit hadn't hit that account today, then those items would have gone in, those items would have bounced. So that was pretty freaking cool. And so I'm just going to roll with it. I'll keep you guys posted on April 1st if miraculous things happen. I did file my taxes recently too, so I am expecting that to come in. But who knows when, or, if something unexpected will happen. That's what I'm kind of, to expect the unexpected, right? That's what Dr. Joe teaches us, to have faith and to expect the unexpected. So that to me was my sign. So that's where I'm at. Lots of stuff going down. I hope you guys are enjoying, your meditations, and I would love to hear if any of you have experience with Kundalini Kriya, and if you're having any cool mystical experiences with Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. And I'll keep you guys posted. I'll probably post another video in the next couple of weeks just to let you know if these financial resources, have come through as I've hoped they would, and kind of how things are going on this front. And yeah, thanks again. And again, this work is amazing. I don't have any affiliation with Dr. Joe. I'm just a super hardcore fangirl. I love his work. And if you haven't tried his videos, or his meditations, I should say, I would highly recommend that. And I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.